After World War II, the battlefield changed forever, no longer measured in miles but in megatons. The United States and the Soviet Union entered a deadly competition that would define the Cold War, the nuclear arms race. From atomic bombs to hydrogen weapons, from deterrence to mutually assured destruction, this is the story of humanity. How we learn to live under the constant threat of extinction. Welcome to Ancient Wars. August 6, 1945. The atomic age begins over Hiroshima. Days later, Nagasaki. The world has changed forever. But what followed was not peace. It was competition, a race toward annihilation. In 1945, the United States possessed the only nuclear weapon on Earth. That monopoly lasted 4 years. In 1949, the Soviet Union successfully tested its first atomic bomb. The balance of power shifted instantly. President Harry S. Truman authorized development of something even more powerful, the hydrogen bomb. In 1952, the US detonated the first thermonuclear device. In 1953, the Soviets followed. These were not just bombs, they were civilization-ending weapons. The logic was simple. If one side builds a bomb, the other builds a bigger one. By the 1960s, both nations possessed thousands of warheads, intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched missiles, strategic bombers, delivery systems capable of striking anywhere on Earth within minutes. The question was no longer, who wins? It became, does anyone survive? Out of this terrifying reality emerged a doctrine, not of victory, but of deterrence. It became known as mutually assured destruction, or MAD. The principle was chillingly straightforward. If either side launched a nuclear attack, the other would respond with overwhelming retaliation. Both would be destroyed. There would be no winners, only ashes. This was not a strategy of war. It was a strategy of fear. To guarantee retaliation, the United States developed the nuclear triad: land-based ICBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, strategic bombers. Even if one leg was destroyed, the others would survive. The Soviet Union built its own triad. The goal was not to fight. The goal was to make war unthinkable. The world came dangerously close to disaster more than once. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, nuclear war was narrowly avoided. False alarms occurred in both the United States and the Soviet Union. In 1983, a Soviet early warning system mistakenly detected incoming US missiles. One officer chose not to report it as an attack. His decision likely prevented nuclear war. Human judgment, not machines, saved the world. Eventually, both sides realized unlimited escalation meant inevitable catastrophe. Treaties followed: the Strategic Arms Limitation Talks, the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, gradual reductions, verification measures, hotlines. The logic of annihilation gave way, slowly, to cautious stability. For nearly half a century, humanity lived under the shadow of nuclear extinction. Children practiced duck and cover. Missile silos stood ready. Submarines patrolled silently beneath the oceans. Peace was preserved, but not through trust, through fear. The Cold War never became World War III, not because weapons were weak, but because they were too powerful. And perhaps that is the greatest paradox of the nuclear age. The most destructive weapons ever created may have prevented the most destructive war in history. Welcome to Ancient Wars. If you believe history's most dangerous moments shape our present, subscribe to Ancient Wars. Because the past is not behind us, it's still armed.